Hey friends, we are going to keep working on our math story problems. So we are really working hard on those 3 steps. So let's look at those to start off. We need to think about the words, really look and focus. What is the story problem asking us about? Step 2, we do our equation. And I'm going to add something to that where it says equation, because we're going to do the equation and draw circles. I don't want us to forget that, so I thought I should add that right there. So we're going to do our equation and draw circles. And step number 3, we're going to do the label, okay? So first we have to read and really look for those words. This one says, I had 9 buttons on my coat. 4 of them fell off. How many buttons are left? Well, first I noticed the story problem started off talking about the buttons. So I'm noticing and focusing and thinking about those words. And then I'm also noticing it says that 4 of the buttons fell off. If they fell off, remember they are bye-bye. See you later. They're gone. In our math story problems, these things don't come back. Maybe in real life, somebody could find them and sew them back on, but in our math story problems, they're not coming back. Next, we're going to do our equation. So we look at our story problem. That biggest number in a minus story problem, because something fell off, it's gone bye-bye, that biggest number needs to go first. We'll put our 9 first. 4 of them fell off. Minus 4 equals, then we have our box and we're ready to start working on our job here. So we're going to do, we did our equation, now we're going to draw the circles. So we draw 9 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Minus 4. All my circles right straight across. That's important for seeing what's going on. Minus 4, I picked 4 right next to each other. And then I'm going to count. I'm going to touch and count what's left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I've done that equation part and my circles, figured it out. I'm on step 3, the label. I had 9 buttons. I'm going to focus on the question. How many buttons are left? And that story problem is all about the buttons, and the question is asking me how many buttons are left. So I'll look right here to spell buttons. Sometimes our workbook has a little picture about the story problem, but that's not always the same thing as what they're asking us in the question. Let's look at the next one. Focusing on our words is step number 1. Jim made 8 glass vases in art. He dropped 3 and they broke. Can you imagine these glass vases? And what happens when you drop something made out of glass? It breaks and you can't put it back together. So in this story problem, bye-bye to those vases. They are broken and they can't be fixed. How many vases are left? So we're focusing on our words. They're broken, they're gone bye-bye. It's a minus story problem. We're ready to do our equation. The bigger number for minus is 8 in this story problem. 3 of them are broken. Minus those 3 equals, and we draw a box, the place to put our answer, okay? Now we're going to draw the circles. We draw those 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All straight in a row. Make sure you're doing them all straight in a row so you see what's going on. Minus 3. 3 of them I'm going to take away right next to each other. 1, 2, 3. I touch and count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 are left. So I did all of that work with my equation and my circles, found out my answer. I'm ready to go to step 3, the label. Jim made 8 glass vases in art. Oh, he did that in his art class. He dropped 3 and they broke. How many vases? I'm going to look at that question. The vases. That's what they're talking about. That's what got broken. That is what the focus of that question is the vases. And let's check on our last one. There were 7 birds on the fence. Start out by thinking of step number 1, your words, what's happening in the story problem. 3 of them flew away. I'm going to put my lines around those words. I'd like you to do that when you're working on your story problems too. They flew away. That tells me they went bye-bye. They're gone. How many birds are left? So we're thinking about those words. The words let us know we're doing a minus. We go on to our equation, step 2. 7 starts with 7 minus 3 of them. Bye-bye, they flew away, equals what we want to know, what we want to find out. Step number 2 is also to draw our circles. So I draw 7, all next to each other. There they are, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, minus 3. 3 are going bye-bye. I pick 3 right next to each other. 1, 2, 3. I touch and count what is left. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I find my answer is 4. Now I'm going to think about the label. There were 7 birds. There's a clue. But I'm going to focus on the question. How many birds are left? That label, that story problem, what they're asking me about is the birds. So remember, friends, anytime we're working on story problems, the 3 steps. What are the words? Are we doing minus? Is something going bye-bye? Are we looking for a missing partner? Is something missing? Or are we just trying to add? How many are there in all, or how many are there all together? All right, let me show you what your job is going to look like for today. In your workbook, the one with the kids lying on the front, you're going to look for page 101, 101, with a whole bunch of minus practice for you. What I should see you doing in each box is drawing the circles to help you. 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all in a row. I want that to become your habit. That is what I would like to see every time you're doing your minus problems. Pick 3 in a row. 1, 2, 3, because it's minus 3, and touch. I should see dots on your circles because you touch and count. 1, 2, 3. 3 are left. So you're going to practice a whole page of minus problems doing exactly this. I want to see your circles. I want to see them all in a row. I want to see the ones that are minus and crossed off and gone bye-bye, and your answer. You're going to take a picture of your page, and you're going to show that to me on Seesaw. But also on Seesaw, you have a story problem activity to do today, okay? All right, remember words, equation and draw the circles, and label.